Hello, everybody. I'm Greg Giglio, and this is the weekly video message for the end of March. We finally got here, March 31st, 2023. All educators are always glad to see the month of March go away. It's a long month. There's not a lot of breaks going on, and we always call it a little bit of March madness. So glad that that's ending, and we're jumping into spring here soon. So hopefully you've had a good March, though, and we're ready to get into April. I'm going to jump into our shout outs and recognitions. Wanted to give a big shout out to our winter percussion staff and parents for their swift and thoughtful handling of an incident down in Long Beach, a competition. One of the nights that they were out, there was an event where there was police activity. There was a shooting outside of a restaurant, and we had students and parents at different locations, and they did a really great job of handling it, of dealing with all the stress and the trauma of that. So I just wanted to thank them for their patience, their safety consciousness, and their ability to help our students. And the students even went on to take sixth place in that competition the next day. So congratulations to them, and thank you for representing Homestead so well. Also wanted to thank Carrie Nakamura and our 4 host families who hosted our exchange students from our sister city program in Izuka City, Japan. We had 4 students who hung out with 4 of our students here, went to all the classes, and we hosted them here. It was really nice to see them again. We haven't done that since before the break. Before the pandemic. And so it's been nice to have them back. We send students out to Japan as well, too. It was nice to have them here the last couple of days. So thank you to Carrie and everybody for making that possible. Questions and concerns. Actually, there weren't any questions or concerns raised this week because I didn't get any survey responses. And so again, just a reminder that please send those in. That's how I get the material for this video, or I bring in my own material, which is kind of what I've done today. It is anonymous, so I'm not going to know who it is if it's a question or concern, unless you write your email or a way to get a hold of you if you want a private response, because sometimes I can do private responses rather than a public one. You can send in as many as you want over the course of the time. There's no limit, so please go ahead and do that. I may end up creating a new survey here, maybe just to liven things up here to see if it can't spark some more interest. But please remember to send in your questions, concerns, suggestions, ideas, shout outs, recognitions, all that good stuff. So hope to see some more next week. That takes us to some other information. Our academic center is reopening on the 3rd here. It's next Monday. We had closed it down because we actually had the person that was in there actually took another position. We had to get somebody else hired and in there, but again, we're back up and running. So I'm glad to say that it runs Mondays through Thursdays from 2:30 to 4. It's a great place for your students to come in and get some work done, get some help from tutors, that kind of thing. So it's in the library. So hope to see more kids there now. This is a message from our Village Green apartments. Those are the apartments that are right next to our campus between here and 7-Eleven. We definitely try to work and be good neighbors with them. We have students and families that live in there, as a matter of fact. But one of the issues that keeps popping up, and you may have even seen a sign that they've posted out there now, is their driveway, their parking area, that's all private property. So please don't use that as a pickup or drop-off area for your students. So we've even had some Homestead parents park there, and maybe even students park there, but you run the risk of getting towed. So please don't do that. You will be towed at your own expense. So that's not something you want. We also ask that students don't hang out there unless they live in the complex. But there's sometimes kids will go and sit in areas that aren't really ours. They look like public areas, but they're not ours. So please don't do that. Again, just be nice and friendly to our Village Green apartment neighbors and respect their private property. Thank you. Send an email out about this one. Send it out to kids, send it out to parents. But we've been having an issue with Cookie brand apparel that has shown up on campus. It looks pretty innocuous. If you look at the logo there, it looks like something straight out of Sesame Street or Girl Scout cookies, something like that, but it's not. This particular logo and brand is for a marijuana dispensary that's run in the area. So we ask that students not wear this apparel to school. According to our dress code, we say anything that promotes drug or alcohol use, even when it doesn't specifically mention drugs or alcohol, is prohibited. So in this case, Cookies is the logo, like Budweiser or Marlboro. We don't allow those things. So again, we ask that they don't do that. We have been just saying, hey kids, take that sweatshirt off or cover that t-shirt up. But to be honest, we're getting tired of doing that because people keep wearing the same clothes and bring it every day or multiple days. And so instead of just asking them to do that, we're going to be confiscating the stuff. We'll give them a Homestead t-shirt or a Homestead sweatshirt to wear. and to borrow for the moment, but they can get the items back. We just will not give the items back to the student. We'll give it back to a parent. So we ask that you would come pick that up. But we also would ask that you just pay attention to what maybe your kids are buying or what they're asking you to buy for them. Now, we have had a couple instances where there were some stuff that mentioned cookies that we thought was related, and those turned out to be okay. So again, if you're wearing a Girl Scout cookie t-shirt, or there's something that said "I love cookies" and it wasn't this brand of cookies, it was something else, and we looked it up and it was something that was absolutely appropriate, so we did allow those. But just again, know that that's kind of representing a thing, and that's what we want students to not do. So hopefully you can help us out on that one. Again, the last sort of pitch here for the FUHS Foundation Spring for Education event. It's a big fundraiser. It helps out all the schools in the area. So if you have nothing better to do on April 7th, from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Quinlan Center, you can go to do some fundraising for us. So I have a link on here to purchase tickets. There's actually an auction. You can also just, if you can't go or don't want to go, you can maybe participate in the auction. There is a promotional video, so you can go to see what the foundation's all about. And if you just want to know more about the foundation, there are some links there. So if you go into the PowerPoint that we send out with the blast, these links are live, so you can go ahead and click on those. And thanks for your support, and thank you for the foundation for hosting this event and trying to generate some funds for the district. Also just want to put in a pitch for an event that's happening tomorrow, April 1st. That's called Beyond the View. It's about disability awareness. There's going to be on our campus from 10 to 12 out at the stadium. There's going to be, as you can see here on the flyer, there are items that our post-secondary programs make and sell. There's great dog treats, there's care packages, all that kind of stuff. We had some student guests last week who talked about this, but it's kind of a fun event, and the donations go back to those programs. So hope that you can come and check that out and maybe help support some of those programs. That brings us to our important dates. So again, as you see, we're jumping into the month of April here. So we got first event is on April 1st, Beyond the Blue, which I just mentioned. Monday, April 3rd, the academic center is reopening, which I mentioned. Again, junior prom is just around the corner. That's on the 7th, well, same night as the Spring for Education event. So maybe you send your kids off to the prom and you go to your own prom for the Spring for Education event. We do have Multicultural Week happening on campus the week of 4/10. We do have also spring break happening in like 2 weeks. So that's going to be a nice little break for everybody. There is a town hall with board members that's going to be for students at lunch in the College and Career Center. That's going to be happening on April 28th. There'll be more information coming out about that. But that's a chance for students to go talk directly to board members and give them some input on what they like or don't like about the district and the school. And so a good chance to voice their concerns and opinions, just sort of like you guys do with these surveys here. So hopefully I get a chance to do that. And again, senior prom coming up in the middle of May there. So again, thank you for paying attention. I would please hope to get some more submissions so that I can give more information or answer more questions. But in the meantime, I hope you have a nice weekend. Their weather is forecast to be dry, maybe a little cloudy, but better than all the torrential rain we've been getting. So hope you have a great weekend. Take care and talk to you next week. Bye-bye.